Go to your pistol. Okay. Join in front of your chest. Okay. Get a grip, finger off trigger until your sights are on target. Okay. Sights go on target first, then you put your finger on the trigger. Okay. Don't do things sloppily. Lean into the gun. Lean forward. You're leaning back. Good. Now bring your arms back into your chest. Put your left hand on your chest and reholster the gun. All right. Relax. Go back to the rifle. Okay, drive your thumb to the target. Good. Drive it into your chest and drive your face down to the stock. Okay, good. Relax. All right, go to your pistol. Okay, get your left hand on your chest. Join in front of your chest. Go ahead. Drive forward. Oh, careful, you gotta get, no, thumb's in the wrong spot. Yeah, okay, keep your finger off the trigger. Okay, good. Bring the gun back into your chest. Okay, reholster. Okay, relax. Okay, good. Go to your rifle. Drive your rifle into your chest, face down to your gun. Drive your thumb to the target. There you go. All right, take your safety off. All right, take your safety back on. Okay, let the rifle hang. Go to your pistol. All right, join in front of your chest. Okay, make sure your hands are in the right position in front of your chest. No, don't move forward. Bring your hands back. Okay, fingers off the trigger. Look, your left hand, your fingers on trigger.
Do that?
Okay, get your finger.
I just went and did that without even, my finger just went.
All right, get the gun back in the holster. Let's start all over again. Okay. Okay, relax. Okay. Okay, put your arms down. Start all over again. All right, get the gun out of the holster. Rotate it. Finger off trigger. Join in front. No, thumbs in the wrong position. Yeah, that's got. Yeah, but you got to get that in the right position in front of your chest. No, everything's in front of your chest. Your hands got to be. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Okay, the joining has to happen in front of your chest. That's where everything needs to be perfect, in front of your chest before you move forward. Okay, relaxed. Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to share a training video with you guys. Usually when we look at training videos, we see people doing things the perfect way under perfect circumstances. We see well-trained people, but I kind of wanted to share with you guys, a more realistic training video that illustrates the mistakes that people will typically make. Okay, and none of that was coordinated. It's just the way it flowed, and that's pretty typical. I see this, on a pretty regular basis. Now, the lady that I'm training, this is not her first time shooting guns. In fact, she's a pretty decent shot. If I just have her doing target practice, she's able to hit the targets. She's able to easily hit these 4-inch targets at about 20 feet, with the pistol. And then with the rifle, she's easily able to hit those other targets back there at 80 feet, with the AR-15. But in this video, I have her doing multiple things. And what happens is once I start introducing new elements, a lot of the things that she normally does very well and very easily, they kind of start falling apart. So in this video, I kind of have her going back and forth between, between going from the rifle to the pistol, back to the rifle. And again, I'm intentionally trying to confuse her because, a realistic self-defense type of situation is very confusing with a lot of unexpected things going on at the same time, okay? And the idea behind this drill is that the rifle is the primary gun. You use your rifle, bang, 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 rifle stops working, you drop your rifle, you go to your pistol, the pistol is your backup gun, and you use your pistol, to defend yourself. Okay, so that's sort of like the reason why I'm having her do this exercise. But beyond that, the video shows us the strengths and weaknesses between the two guns. You can see in the video how much easier she's able to bring the gun up, pull it into her chest, get her face on the gun. I have her pointing her thumb at the belt line of the target, right, and she's able to come up, all right, and just by rolling this up on her chest, gun to her face, thumb at the belt line of the target, and she easily gets her reticle on target, her red dot or green dot, whatever she's got. She's able to quickly come up and get it on target. Then I tell her to take the safety off, put it back on, just to familiarize her with that. So you see how, relatively easy she's doing that. Now, when we go to the handgun, right, I have her drawing that out of a holster. A couple of very typical mistakes that I see with new shooters. And again, this is not like her first time doing this is probably the 10th training session, and this is a fairly intelligent woman. It's just that, you know, once I start introducing stress factors, having people do multiple things, you know, things kind of tend to fall apart a little bit. So, you know, that's a realistic training type of situation. You have to train people under stress so they can learn to function under stress. So when I have her drawing from the holster, the main issue is that because the way we're supposed to draw from the holster, the offhand, right, the left hand in this case goes on the chest, so I don't accidentally shoot this hand. Okay, so hand goes on the chest, draw the gun, pull it, rotate it, join it in front of my chest. Okay, then I go to full extension, fire my sights, fire my gun. Then to reholster, I come back, get the hand back on the chest, back on my body, or if I need to come down here, pull up my jacket, that's fine. But the point is that the hand has to be on your body, okay? One of the things I was telling her is your left hand is going to be in one of two places when you're drawing a firearm out of your holster. It's either going to be on your chest or on the gun. It can't be anywhere else, okay? So it's got to be in one of those two places, or it can be kind of transitioning from one place to another, like if you got to do a magazine change or something like that. But the point is, it cannot be hanging out here, okay? It's got to be on your body. So in the video, you'll see that her hand kind of drifts out. I have to tell her to bring it back in. The other thing that you'll notice is that when she draws, like in addition to, and we're doing this with an unloaded gun in the video, but in addition to her hand kind of drifting out, one of the things that she does is, instead of getting her hands here like this, she brings her thumb back here. Okay, the problem with the thumb being back here is the slide goes back and forth when you're shooting, so it's going to hit your thumb, and it's either going to hurt your thumb, or it's going to stop the cycle of the gun, so the gun's going to jam up. So the hand has to basically go over here. You know, this thumb can be, you know, there's a number of different options as where you can put it, but it has to be here. It cannot be back here. Okay, so one of the things that she kept doing repeatedly is putting her thumb behind the gun, which is something that's pretty typical with new shooters. Now, like I said, she knows how to do it. She normally doesn't do it, but because now I kind of have her going back and forth between using the rifle, using the pistol, you know, she gets confused, which is fine. That's going to happen to a new shooter. So again, this video gives us information about how easy it is to confuse people who have less training, okay? And everybody can get confused at some level, okay? If you put enough stress on somebody, you know, anybody will make mistakes, okay? So I thought this was a really good training video because it shows us the mistakes that people will often make, and it also illustrates how much easier the rifle is to use versus the pistol. And you know, one of the things with the rifle is because her hands are further apart, she's able to more easily bring it up and get it on target. With the pistol, it's a little bit more difficult for her to remember where to put her hands, because you know, I mean, that's just how it is. And again, that's very typical. With the rifle, she's using what we call an AR pistol. It has a 7.5-inch barrel, and then with the muzzle extension to make it a little bit quieter, it comes out to about 10 inches. It works out really good for her because if she uses a rifle, an AR like this that has a 16-inch barrel, the standard length barrel, it's too front heavy. She's not able to hold the gun up for a long period of time and do drills, okay? With the shorter barrel, which is less front heavy, you know, I'm able to train her 2 hours at a time, you know, and she's able to go to distance, right? So if I give her a longer barreled gun like this, you know, she tends to get tired faster. And again, this is very typical of what I see of smaller people, especially women. You know, you know, this video gives us a lot of very useful information. And again, it's very typical. This is what I see in about you know, in a lot of people. Right? I see this in a lot of people.